Hey, how's it going? Malika with Healthy Eating Quest. Welcome back. I wanted to have a chat with you today about another healthy habit that I think is really important to add, and it has to do with food sensitivities and intolerances. Yeah, because, excuse me, I've mentioned to you before that I found out I have some food sensitivities to stuff like cow's milk, for instance. Actually, the list is quite long. Can you see that? Everything highlighted on there is something that I am sensitive or intolerant of, that my body has a physical reaction to if I eat it. I'll just share a few of these things with you. Soy, and that includes organic soy, which is difficult because if you look at the ingredients list of things, you'll find that a lot of things have some, form of soy in it. So have to be careful with that. All GMO corn. So if it specifies that it's non-GMO, I can have it, but most of it does not. Most of it's GMO corn. And again, have to be careful about the ingredients list because that includes stuff with corn syrup or corn starch in the ingredients list. Like I just recently realized that the taco seasoning I have been using, the first ingredient is cornstarch. I'm like, oh my God, okay, I'm not supposed to be eating this. This is not good for my body. Outwardly, I don't have like a huge reaction to it, but inwardly, there's stuff going on when I eat these things. And the result of the stuff that's going on inwardly is I don't feel so well. What else? Flax. We said, cow's milk and anything made from cow's milk, cheese, yogurt, orange crackers. Like, Cheez-Its, those goldfish crackers, Cheetos, anything that has that orange coloring on it, whatever the orange coloring is, my body can't process it. So I have to stay away from those. Peanuts, including organic peanuts, sunflower. That's another hard one because if you look at the ingredients list of a lot of things, a lot of foods contain some sort of sunflower oil. So got to be careful about that. Green tea, mangoes, bananas, pineapples, strawberries, walnuts. And those things are things that you think of as being healthy foods, right? At least I did. For all this time, I was putting this stuff in my smoothies, all those things, bananas, pineapples, mangoes, strawberries, thinking that I was blending up a nice healthy smoothie for myself. Sure, it was a nice healthy smoothie for someone, but not for me. So I wanted to talk about that because it's important to find out what our individual sensitivities or food intolerances are, because getting healthy, being healthy, and losing weight is not a one size fits all deal. What's gonna work for me and what's gonna be healthy for me, it might not be the same for you. For instance, last week we did whole wheat pancakes. For me, that's okay because I don't have sensitivity to wheat, but some people do. So if you are someone who's sensitive to wheat, then whole wheat pancakes are actually not healthy for you. So it's really important for us to find out, what our own unique individual body needs. So I wanted to show you this book that I've been reading, The False Fat Diet. It's so funny because I have had this book on my shelf for over a decade, I think. I don't know if I talked to you about this book before, but it actually is pretty much all about that, about food sensitivities, intolerances, food allergies, and it explains and breaks down the reactions that our body has when we're eating things that, you know, are not good for us, you know, as individuals. So I just wanted to share a little bit, not too much, but like it mentions that every person reacts differently to different foods. When people regularly eat foods to which they are reactive, they invariably suffer tissue swelling, abdominal bloating, and metabolic disturbances that cause weight gain. So this is huge because this book talks about that a lot of people, a lot of us, some of the weight that we're carrying is actually due to the fact that we're eating foods that we're sensitive to. So, so it's not just about, you know, being healthy, but also it actually will affect our weight and, you know, the way we look to be eating foods that we're sensitive to or intolerant of. It says metabolic disturbances caused by food reactions create excess adipose tissue or fat by disrupting the metabolism, by disturbing hormonal balance, and by creating intense food cravings. Millions of people have become obese because of these factors. So it says the principle behind this diet is simple. When people stop eating their own particular reactive foods, their health almost always improves and their weight normalizes. It mentions these patients, when cured of their allergies and sensitivities, feel better. They have notably more energy. They have better cognitive function. They have fewer aches and pains. Their moods improve appreciably, and they experience significantly less depression, anxiety, and compulsivity. They experience fewer minor illnesses. They breathe more freely. They have far fewer PMS symptoms. They have much less heartburn and gastroesophageal reflux. They have fewer migraine and tension headaches. They are far less likely to suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, eczema, hives, recurrent urinary tract infections, or recurrent vaginitis. They have less insomnia, and of course, they have fewer cravings for food. Let's see, what else? When my patients embrace the concept of becoming as healthy as possible, their food reactions invariably diminish and their weight decreases almost automatically. I forgot to mention that this book was written by a doctor. Anyway, but he says, when you eat reactive foods, your body sees them as foreign substances, almost as poisons, and it goes all out to protect you. And part of that protection involves retaining water, which causes bloating and swelling. And he explains, you know, how that works, that when the body encounters things that it recognizes as toxins, it floods, you know, water into the system to try to flush it out, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, the point is, for me, if I do a better job of avoiding the foods that I am reactive to, the foods that I'm sensitive to or intolerant of, then not only will I feel better, but there's a very good chance that I will be able to lose some of this weight as well. And so maybe the same is true for you. You know, I encourage you to try to find out. So the fastest way to do that is to get tested. But this book explains another way to do it if you can't, you know, go get tested. So it calls it an elimination diet, where basically you break your diet down to, well, it gives you different choices. Either you can break it down to like the bare minimum and then slowly add foods back in to see which ones are causing you reactions, or you can just go about eliminating the main foods that most people are sensitive to. I guess they're called the sensitive 7 in this book. Stuff like peanuts, eggs, dairy, sugar, soy. Of course, there's 2 others, but I can't think of them right now. But anyway, they're in. So the reason I bring all of this up to you is because if you find out that some of the health issues that you've been experiencing, some of the weight that you have gained are actually due to reactions that your body's having to food sensitivities or food intolerances, then that actually puts you in a position of power, because now you know what to eliminate from your diet to feel better and to lose some of the weight that you've been struggling with. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. And yeah, I wanted to share that with you. So in case you're interested in learning more about this, about how to do this, because like I said, if you are not in a position to go get tested, this book teaches you how to do it, you know, on your own from home. It does take longer, but you can do it on your own. So it's called The False Fat Diet. It says, identify the foods that make you retain water and look falsely fat, and eliminate allergy-like food reactions that cause real weight gain. So it's by Elson M. Haas, MD. So anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to this channel. Sharing is caring, so please share it with your friends. And I'm gonna put a link to somewhere up there, a free ebook for you that's going to talk about, among other things, 7 foods that you can eat to help you look and feel better, as long as they are not on your list of food sensitivities or intolerances. But anyway, that's all for now. Talk to you soon. Bye.